We've been reporting Sudan has witnessed increased violence and mass displacement of people in the past 2 weeks since fighting between the military and the paramilitary rapid support forces flared up in mid-April. Hundreds of thousands of Sudanese have been forced to flee the clashes, with many of them seeking safety in neighboring countries of Chad, South Sudan, and Egypt. Sudan has been rocked by instability since pro-democracy protests led to the ouster of Omar al-Bashir in 2019 and the coups that followed. CGTN's Inox Sakolia reports on how the situation has unfolded in Sudan.
In the last few weeks, Sudan has been embroiled in a complex web of political power struggles, violence and conflict that has left over 500 people dead and over 4,000 injured. Since former President Omar al-Bashir was dethroned in 2019, the road to democracy has been far from smooth in the African country. The transitional government has struggled to maintain control, and various factions have been vying for power. Conflict intensified in recent weeks, resulting in increased violence and killings. Foreigners have also been caught in the crossfire. Sudan's sudden slide into a conflict between the Sudanese army and the rapid support forces left thousands of foreigners, including diplomats and aid workers, stranded. Several countries have been evacuating their citizens, mostly through Port Sudan, along the Red Sea, 650 kilometers northeast of Khartoum, after the rival sides agreed to a ceasefire and then extended the same. They include China, France, Germany, Italy, the United Kingdom, Spain, Holland, Turkey, Japan, South Korea, Jordan, South Africa, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia.
The idea of leaving your house and reaching the assembly point was really risky because the roads weren't safe.
There have been multiple efforts to get the two sides to end hostilities since fighting broke out on April 15th between Sudanese army led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the Rapid Support Forces commanded by his former deputy, General Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo. All have failed, but the two sides have agreed to temporary ceasefires. European Union Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell says work also needs to continue to secure a political deal to end the violence.
We cannot afford that Sudan, which is a very populated country, implodes, because it will be sending shockwaves around the whole Africa.
The two sides agreed to extend a repeatedly broken ceasefire for 3 more days on Thursday, with the United States, Saudi Arabia, the African Union, the UN, and others hoping it will help forge a more durable cessation of hostilities. The AU has appealed for urgent humanitarian support for Sudan. It has also urged Sudan's neighbors as well as regional and global agencies to facilitate the transit of civilians crossing their borders and also ensure their safety. Since a power struggle between General Burhan and General Dagalo erupted into violence, fighter jets have pounded RSF positions in densely packed districts of Khartoum as fighters on the ground exchange volleys of artillery and heavy machine gun fire. Fighting has also spread across Sudan, especially in the long-troubled Darfur region, where witnesses have reported intense conflict and looting. The World Food Programme has said the violence could plunge millions more into hunger in a country where 15 million people, about 1/3 of the country's population, need aid. Inox Sakolia, CGTN.